When you're starting your first business, it is your baby. You want a perfect logo, a perfect website, a perfect company name. But what's behind that perfectionism? A lot of entrepreneurs start their own business to follow their dreams and fulfill their passion. The only problem is though, when it's your first business, be it an e-commerce store or a blog, you might naturally make some mistakes without realizing it, which may slow down your progress and undermine your result. In this video, we'll examine one very common mistake a lot of entrepreneurs do while starting their own business, which might cost you up to 5 figures. My name is Anna. I'm an entrepreneur. I used to work for a big international IT company and then I quit to run my own business. I've had experience of launching around 5 different businesses in different niches. And on this channel, we discuss how to make this transition from an employee to your own business. The mindset, the tools. So without further ado, let's start. So let me tell you a story about how I was starting and see if it resonates with you and resembles your behavior. So my first serious business was a designer handbag restoration company, a handbag spot. And I was so blindly passionate about this idea that I made all the possible mistakes. First, I had no qualification. I'm not a leather surgeon, but I found a handbag spa course, which was in Thailand. The course was about $2,000 plus the flight and the hotel that would double this amount. Despite that, I was the happiest person on the planet because it enabled me to fulfill my passion and my idea. Next, I cared a lot about coming up with a decent brand name that would be a legend in the annals of history. As it felt like the most important decision of my life, I brainstormed for weeks. Next, I needed the best logo in the world. And now you obviously can't do that with an AI or just a free service, but at that time, I had to hire a designer and created 10 options to choose from. And as far as I remember, they were all awful, so I had to hire another designer, which of course took weeks. What was next? Can you guess it? A website. And thank God I could do that on my own, but again, it took several weeks. Next, Instagram. I could not start with a blank page, so I had to compile a set of pictures of before-after pictures of something I had done before, and I had to order an additional photo shoot. Next, I placed a wholesale order for the chemicals I would need in the next 5 years. Finally, I was ready to launch. All of that took me about a year. Now, there are a lot of mistakes, which we can pinpoint here. Spending a lot of money, delaying the launch of the product. But in a rear view mirror, it appears that my biggest mistake was my perfectionism. I was putting so much pressure on myself. It really felt like I had to start something and I'll be doing that for the rest of my life. So the importance of this decision was so high that it led to analysis paralysis. Had I launched it sooner, I would have made an additional $30,000, $50,000. And that's the real price of the wasted time. The problem is when you're starting your first business, it is your baby. How can you not care? You want a perfect logo, a perfect website, a perfect company name. Everything must be perfect. But what's behind that perfectionism? It's highly likely that deep in your heart, you know that it's not perfectionism that is stopping you. It's the fear of starting. To react to the changes, you have to do things differently and to act in a different manner. And to make this happen, our brain has to create a lot of new neural connections, which is a huge stress. He's a lazy guy. He doesn't like to work much. So he enables this perfectionism mode to delay this painful experience of learning new things and making these connections. Let's examine the same situation from the helicopter view. Is it really crucial to spend 3 weeks developing the perfect logo? Or we can just go with a nice one and then redesign it if necessary. Is it really vital to purchase a $4,000 course? Or you could just find someone who already provides this service and offer some kind of partnership. Now, I'm not saying you should compromise on the quality of your product or your content. No, what I'm saying is don't push yourself too hard. You will find the right way for you to keep both quality and speed. This is not the only chance to start a business that you'll be getting in your life. You're gonna be baking a lot of cakes in your life if you wish so. And this business is not the only ultimate child you're gonna have. And it's wise to say it's not a child, it's a cake you bake. It's only the first one, and there are a lot of them on the way. Can your first cake be freaking good? Hell yeah! But it's not like there's a monogamy with the one and only cake in your life. Business-wise, one of your businesses will become a success. So the faster you try, the faster you learn what's working and what's not. And to keep that pace, it's better to focus on resolving the tasks in the best possible manner within a given time frame, rather than strive to achieve perfection. And in fact, almost nothing lasts for the rest of your life. You will be changing as a person too, and your business might morph into another niche or another business model. It's very common to start with just one topic, but as you research the market, as you develop this business idea, then you found other segments that are more interesting than the ones you tapped into in the beginning. Now, whenever I start a new venture, the point is to get it going as soon as possible. SEO takes time, YouTube takes time. So the faster you start, the faster you get the results, and you'll be able to fuel your passion from there. Because here's what I have to tell you. If you're now passionate and energetic, you, unfortunately, my friend, do not have an unlimited amount of energy. If you don't get the first results in the first 3 months, your energy will start to evaporate. And you might start overthinking and reevaluating whether it makes sense to stay in this niche. So getting it off the ground as soon as possible is really crucial in terms of energy. And now I would love to hear from you. Have you already started your first business? Did you make this mistake? Have you had an insight to share with your fellow entrepreneurs? Leave a comment below. Thank you for watching and see you next week.